Okay, so you're going to need your highlighter and a pencil. Everybody got a highlighter and a pencil?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing that I like you to do with your highlighter and a pencil, with your pencil, is to do what? Find a spot to write your name. Yes. Woo, that didn't work. Okay, find a spot to write your name. Got it? Okay, then let's use our highlighter first. Do you see any sight words we need to highlight on this page?
Up.
Good. Up.
It.
It was
Go.
to. Go isn't really one of our sight words, but if you want to highlight it, you can. Will get. Think of it. Okay. Right. Shh. Up it was. To, will, and get. Now let's use our pencil. Switch to your pencil. Highlighter down. Pencil ready. Now in the word G-O, the O is saying the long O sound. So on top of the word, or top of the letter O and go, we're going to do a little line like that. Remind us it's saying go and not ga. Do you see any punctuation we might circle in this title? What do you see, Casey? I see an exclamation and a comma, comma, comma. Do you see a what's your name E? I do too. So when we see a what's your name E, we're going to mark through the E, rainbow to the O. Because he's yelling across that N, what's your name? And O says, my name is O. And there's the ending S at the end of his name. I'm going to go ahead and underline that as Jones. So the title of this story is Go Jones. Who do you think Jones is? I think maybe the dog's name is Jones. Good. Does this look like fiction or informational text? Fiction, yeah. But does it look like fantasy? Is that dog wearing clothes or talking or standing on its... No, I don't think so. Maybe it's realistic fiction. We'll find out in a little bit. All right, so let's mark through the E. Pencil at the bottom. Ready? Mark through the E. Rainbow to the O. Mark through the E. Rainbow to the O. Mark through this E. Rainbow to that I. So read those words for me. Jones. Woke. And over here, time. Jones, woke, and time. I have go, go, go. I'm putting that line above to remind myself that's a long O sound and not a short O sound. I see a comma, comma, exclamation. Then I'm going to mark through this E, rainbow to the O. What's his name? Jones. And then this last one right here, I'm going to mark through the E, rainbow to the I. What's his name? Ike. Mike. Good. Jones, woke. Time. Go, go, go. Jones, Mike. Now what we do in my class is we pause and I tell everybody to whisper read this to yourself. Whisper read means what's moving? Three things are moving. Your eyes are moving, your mouth is moving, and your finger is moving. Yes. Practice reading this page at least 3 times to yourself. Press pause. Practice reading this page 3 times, and then press play when you're ready to read with us. We're going to practice reading it now. Okay, we're going to read together now. Fingers ready under the word Jones. All right. Fingers ready, ready, and read. Jones woke up. It was time to go, go, go. Jones will get Mike. Okay, so we think that the dog's name is Jones, right? Should we give him a label? If you want to give him a label, you can. I think that this is Jones. And I think maybe this is Mike over here sitting on the porch. Now, Jones, who woke up first? Jones. He's going to go get who? Mike. He says it's time to go, go, go. Where do you think they're going to go? To the store? Maybe to the dog park? I don't know. To Walmart? I don't know. All right, turn the page. There's Mike and there's Jones. All right. Get your highlighter ready, please. Pencil down, highlighter ready. What sight words do you see on this page? Had. This is. For. Good. Said. It is. Ooh, I like just. For him. Yep, we got said. Good. Had a. This is just for. Said. It is just for him. That whole sentence right there is sight words. Okay, highlighter down, pencil ready. Highlighter down, pencil ready. Are you ready? Mark through the E, rainbow to the I. What's that word? Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Mark through this E, rainbow to the O. What's that word? Bone. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. Bone. Even though this is a sight word, I'm going to go ahead and circle that O-R in that word for. In the word for. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's the dog's name? Jones. Mark through the E, rainbow to the I. Mike. Mike. And I'm going to circle that O-R in the word for, just because that helps me remember it says or on the floor by the door. Okay, we got Mike Bone. Bone Jones and Mike. What are these marks called right here? Quotation marks. Yes, quotation marks. And they mean that what? Somebody's talking. Okay, at home I want you to press pause and practice reading this page at least 3 times to yourself. Pause, and we're gonna whisper read here. Okay. We're going to read together. I need to see everybody's fingers ready to read on the word Mike. Are you ready? Ready and read. Mike had a bone. This bone is just for Jones, said Mike. It is just for him. Who do you think Mike is talking to? He is, but how come he's saying this bone is for Jones when he's talking to Jones?
Because he's kidding around with it.
He's kind of kidding around, but do you ever talk to your dog a little different than you talk to people? I think he's saying, oh, this bone is for Jones. He's Jonesy, Jonesy, Jonesy. This bone is for him, right? You talk to your dog like that? So I think he's getting the dog excited. He's saying, oh, this bone is for Jones. It's just for Jones, right?
My dog is not named Jones.
Okay, look at the next page. Oh, did Jones get the bone?
Yeah.
Ooh, where's he at now?
Running in circles.
Yeah, but they were like at the house, and now where are they? At the beach. Yeah, I want to go to the beach.
And it looks like he's in the water. I want to go to the beach.
Highlighter's ready. What should I highlight? What sight words do you see? To get his and then to in and the. Good. To get his and then to in the. Yeah, I think went is one of our sight words too. Go ahead and highlight went. Then highlighter down and pencil ready. Look at this first word. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's his name? Jones. Spot your vowel in the next word. Ah, what's that word? Ran to get his. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. B-O-N. Mark through this E, rainbow to the O. What's the dog's name? Jones. There's that word ran. Oh, and look what I see right here. I see ow in the middle of this word. It looks like ound. There's a one. And do you think it's around or around? I think you're right. The A is cheating. Around and around. Okay, then mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's the dog's name? Jones. went to, spot your vowel, what's that word? Dig in the sand. Good. So we have Jones ran, Bone Jones, ran around, Jones digs sand. Okay, so at home, press pause. Practice reading 3 times to yourself. We're going to whisper read here. Go ahead and whisper read. All right, let's get our fingers ready and read together. Fingers ready under the word Jones. Ready and read. Jones ran to get his bone. Jones ran around and around. Then Jones went to dig in the sand. Why do you think he's running around and around and around and around like that? Why do you think he's doing that? What do dogs do that for?
Because he's happy.
He's happy, he's excited. And then he's going to dig in the sand. Why would he dig in the sand?
To bury the bone.
I think maybe he's going to bury that bone. Yeah.
You know something that's gonna happen.
Okay, turn the page.
Sophia's happy.
Oh, you guys are right. Look at him, he's digging. Digging a hole. Whoops. All right, highlighter ready. Pencil down, highlighter ready. What do you see that we need to highlight? What sight words do you see there? Big. What else do you see? What will
Go
in this? You can highlight go if you want.
in
In this big
the
that will
in
it. Okay, we got a big. What will in this big? The that will in it. Highlighter down, pencil ready. Look at that first word. What are we gonna do? Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's its word? Jones. Spot your vowel in the next word. What's that word? Doug. Good. We have a big, then we're going to mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's that word? Owl. Hole. This is a tricky sight word right here. It looks like what, but it's not what. What will go? You can put that line above the O. In this big, mark through the E, rainbow to the O. Hole. The, mark through the E, rainbow to the O, bone. That. Okay, look at the bottom row. Mark through the E, rainbow to the I. What's the boy's name? Mike. Mark through this E, rainbow to the A, Ave. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O, Jones. Will go in it. So we have Jones dug, hole, go, hole, bone, Mike gave Jones, and go. Those are those words that we decoded together. So at home, press pause, practice reading 3 times, this whole page, 3 times to yourself, and then press play when you're ready to read together. Okay, fingers ready on the word Jones, and we're going to read together. Everybody finger on Jones. I'm waiting on fingers. Waiting to see fingers ready. Ready and read. Jones dug a big hole. What will go in this big hole? The bone that Mike gave Jones will go in it. Okay, so what's he going to put in his hole? The bone that Mike gave him. Yeah, turn page. Whoa. Is that the bone that Mike gave him?
No, that's a dinosaur bone.
Ooh, maybe that's a dinosaur bone. Look, what's he thinking? Yeah, well, he's like, what is happening here? All right. Highlighter's ready. Everybody got your highlighter ready? Tell me the sight words that you see. What about but? And this was one of our sight words from last week. And I'm going to have you get your pencil. What do I like to do with that word look? Give it some eyeballs so we remember it's the word look. Okay. Then we got the sight word big, big. What else do you see?
Big. I have no
How about look here? Is in. Now we can go to the next row. The. It is a big. Can it up? Can it? Okay, we got, but look, a big is in the. It is a big. Can it up? Can it? Okay, highlighter down, pencil ready. I see, ooh, let's make sure we do that exclamation and a comma here. Then mark through this E, rainbow to the O. What is that word? Bone. Bone. Mark through this E, rainbow to the O. What is that word? Owl. Circle your exclamation. I see an H brother right here. What's that word? Say loudly, get with me. Such. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's that word? Bone. Good. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's the dog's name? Jones. Spot your vowel. What's the next word? I. Dig. Okay. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's the dog's name? Jones. This I'm gonna underline. It's a little tricky. It looks like Ari. It's carry. Remember when there's more than one vowel sound at the end of the word, there's two vowel sounds there, it's going to say E. The Y will say E at the end of the word if it has two syllables or more. Carry. Looks kind of like Kari, but that's one of those sight words. You're just going to have to learn it by heart. Carry. There you go. So now I have the word bone, whole, such, bone, Jones, dig, Jones, and not Kari, but what? Carry. Okay, at home, press pause. Practice reading this page 3 times to yourself. All right, let's get ready to read together. Put your finger under that first word, but, and we're going to read together. Ready? Waiting on fingers. Waiting on everybody's finger, girls. Ready? Oh, Noelle, waiting on your finger. Ready and read. But look, a big bone is in the hole. It is such a big bone. Can Jones dig it up? Can Jones carry it? Oh, I saw some punctuation when I was reading that I forgot to circle. A question and a question. What is the adjective describing the bone? What kind of bone is it? Big. A big bone. Do you think he can carry that bone?
No.
I don't know. It looks pretty big. All right. Turn the page. Okay, highlighter ready. Tell me the sight words that you see, please. Went to get the was big. So, have we done so yet? I don't know. You can highlight it if you want. Can help it up. It's not under our S's yet, but we'll see. If you would like to highlight it, because you know it as a sight word, that would be fine. You may highlight it. Went to get. The was big. Can help it up. Highlighter down and pencil ready. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's that word? Jones, thank you. I need to see your pencil ready, please. Mark through this E, rainbow to the O. What's that word? Starts with an H. Home. Mark through the E, rainbow to the I. What's that word? Mike. Good. Ooh, there's a long word right here. It is the word because. Do you see the B at the beginning of it? B. Circle the B. Okay, and it doesn't look like cuz on top. You can write this C-U-Z. That's the part you're going to have to learn by heart. That C-A-U-S-E does not say cause like we think it, or sorry, cause. A-U would say ah in vowel tone. But it's just a cheater word. It's a long cheater. Because.
It's a long.
All right. Because. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's that word? Bone. Put this little line on top of the O so we know it's not saw-saw. Not saw-saw. What is it? So. I see a comma. Maybe I want a circle so I can remember. Take a little pause there. Mark through the E, rainbow to the I. What's that word? Good. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's that word? Jones. And spot your vowel right there. That word is dig. So we figured out the word Jones. Home. Mike. What's this big one right here? Because. Good. Because. Bone. So, Mike, Jones, and dig. All right, press pause at home. Practice reading this page to yourself at least 3 times. All right, we're going to read together. I need to see your finger ready under the word Jones. Everybody's finger ready? Still waiting on fingers. Still waiting on fingers. All right, fingers ready on Jones. Put your head up, please. Let's read. Ready and read. Jones went home to get Mike because the bone was so big. Mike can help Jones dig it up. So why did he run home to get Mike? Oh, so if he ran home, I think maybe they live by the ocean or live by the beach right there. Maybe it's a lake. I don't know. But because he ran to hide his bone and he ran back home, it shouldn't be too far away. I think they live, that house is maybe by the ocean or by the beach somewhere. All right, let's see if Mike's going to look at the next page. Did Mike go help him?
Yes.
Ooh, and he brought his wagon too, didn't he? Look, how does Jones feel? Happy? What would be another way that maybe he felt? What's another word? Excited? But when you find something super cool, you might feel proud, right? I think maybe look at him. Look at his body. I think maybe he feels proud that he found that bone. Okay, highlighter ready? And got. Oop, I need to see highlighters. And did with the big. Highlight these words. I know. And got. And did. Noelle, are you with me? With the big. Got those highlighted?
No.
If you would like to highlight home and so, you can. All right. Ooh, that's cool. All right, mark through the E. Oh, sorry, highlighter down, pencil ready. Let's go. Highlighter down, pencil ready. Put your head up. Get with me. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O. What's the dog's name? Jones. Ran and got. Mark through the E, rainbow to the I. What's his name? Mike. Do it again. Mark through the E, rainbow to the I. What's his name? Mike. I see my vowel here. Doug and Doug. I'm going to put that mark above the O on so. So did, mark through the E, rainbow to the O, Jones. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O, Jones. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O, Ode. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O, Home. Home with the big, comma, big. Mark through the E, rainbow to the O, bone. Okay, so those words we decoded were Jones ran, Mike, Doug, so, Jones, rode home, and bone. Okay? Fingers ready, and I want you to read that to yourself at least 3 times, please. Press pause at home. Okay, let's read together. What am I waiting on? Waiting to see this from everybody? Oh, let's go. Fingers ready? Ready and read. Jones ran and got Mike. Mike dug and dug. So did Jones. Jones rode home with the big bone. Oh, so they got it. Mike went and got it. They dug it up. Jones dug. Mike dug. They got it in the wagon. They're taking it home. Let's see what happens. Looks like they're sitting on Mike's bed. Highlighter ready. What can that big be? Whoa, like every word in this whole sentence is a sight word except for one. Bone. Mark to the E, rainbow to the O, bone. I'm going to go ahead and circle my H, brothers. That helps me remember. Even though those are sight words, sometimes you need some help. Go ahead, circle your comma and your question mark too, so you don't forget to read that the way that the punctuation tells us. Okay, practice reading that 3 times. Okay, that was just one sentence, so we can probably have time to read this together. All right, fingers ready under the word what? Under the word what? Fingers ready.
What?
Hang on, I'm waiting to see fingers. Fingers ready, let's go. Ready and read. What can that big bone be? Oh, so what could it be? What does Jones think it is? Jones thinks it's a Stegosaurus, and Mike thinks it might be a T-Rex. Yeah, what would happen if you got a bone that big? Who should you call, maybe?
You should 911.
Not 911, but yeah, you should call somebody to come look at a bone that big.
No, you could call 911.
I think that you need to call somebody, and yeah, someone could come look at that big bone.
You can call the president.
A museum, that would be a good idea. Kate, who are the characters in this story?
The dog and the dinosaur.
But they got names. What are their names? Mike and Jones. Yes. What happened in the beginning of the story?
They go sleepy.
He woke up from sleeping. He went and got Mike, and what did Mike give to him?
A bone.
And so then Jones took the bone, and what did he do with it?
He buried the hole and put.
He went to go dig a hole to bury his bone by the beach, right? What did he find?
A big bone.
Big bone. He had to go get someone to help him, though, didn't he?
Yeah, 911.
Mike. And Mike came down, and they both dug, and they put it in his wagon and brought it home. Okay?
And then Mike
So did the setting in this story change?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where were they at first?
That whole
Their house. Then they went to the beach. Then they went back to the house. Then they went back to the. Then they went back to the. Oh, so the setting changed 5 times. That's crazy. So now, remember we were asking at the beginning, is this fiction or informational text? Fiction. Is it fantasy or realistic? Realistic. Camden, I need you listening. If fantasy means it could never ever happen, realistic means it might happen in real life. Could that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, your dog could dig up a dinosaur bone probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
All right. What should you do with this book at your house?
Read it.
Read it to your mom and dad. Have them tell your teacher